Hi, welcome to my Merlot a day. This is Wayne Mansfield as we travel around the country. Back to my place of birth, Margaret River in Western Australia, before it was famous. So when I was brought up there in the 50s and 60s, nobody in their right mind would think you could grow world-class wine. But when you travel the world now, there's a couple of spots that people know really well about Australia. That's Sydney Harbour Bridge, Melbourne for all the football, the Barossa Valley, and Margaret River for its amazing wines. What a lot of people don't know about Margaret River is they developed a number of bulk vineyards where they don't have a particular label that they grow for, and somebody comes in and pulls the wine and blends them, and they come up with a particularly good drop of wine. On a bigger scale, Wolf Blass, an Australian icon in the wine industry, doesn't have a vineyard that I'm aware of, but he goes each year, buys particularly good wines and blends them, and his wine label is world renowned as gold medal winning and a great taste if you're going to have a chance of sampling it. So what I'm going to share with you today is a Cab Merlot from Vintners Edge. So Cab Merlot, which is a blend of the Cabernet and the Merlot. So what that does is it takes the edge off the Cabernet, and if the wine blender is a Merlot drinker, it'll end up tasting a bit more like Merlot. This one, I think the blender was a Cab drinker, so it's a bit more like a Cab Sav than a Merlot, but it's still a particularly beautiful drop. What it says on the notes on the back, there's a couple of interesting things. It says the bottle weighs less, therefore takes less energy, and it's this kinder footprint for the carbon footprint. So that as it may be, here's the interesting that thing that it says. Our grapes have been featured in many distinguished Margaret River wines that you have probably enjoyed over the past. So there's my point. These wines are probably in some of the better known Margaret River brands, labels, and at 2 and 3 times the price of this bottle. So this one's a really great value. If you buy it by the dozen, you're going to pay about $10 a bottle. With a different brand on it from Margaret River, it might be $35, $40 a bottle. But Vintners Edge Cabernet Merlot 2009, so that's from the year of the wine glut when everything grew perfectly. It's well worth a visit. I recommend that you have this when friends are around, because you're going to get through 3 or 4 bottles of this. Because it is such a nice drink, and my friends, both men and women, enjoy this because it just is such a moreish drink. So on my wine scale, it's a 4 out of 5, given that it's a blend, and we really wouldn't be able to say it came from that part of Margaret River, you know, the top or the south or the east or the west. It comes from somewhere there. So until next time, this is Wayne Mansfield saying enjoy your Merlot and chin chin.